Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Share.
I just got done fucking huge arguing with my boy. He's trying to tell me how NFTs are all speculation. I just it's so hard, dude, because I'm constantly all day. I'm like the I don't even know I don't know the word, but anytime there's fun, I feel like I have to go and like
Just oh, just checking.
I just feel like I'm repeating myself
How
every
do I
time.
share
Oh
it?
man, I don't know if I like this ghosting thing, yo.
What?
The fact that it's like blurry like that.
How do you know?
No, no, I mean it's cool. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Oh,
see if
it's no
somebody
bother. It's no bother.
in the chat gets, you know what I'm saying, gets and then if you tweet it out, I'll retweet it too. I don't see it. Just tag me in it that way I can see it.
Yeah. I think. God, it's Twitter. I'm so wick at it.
You know what's oh man, you know what's amazing? Somebody needs to do something where they feature um where they feature these um amazing vault creations that they got going on out there, man. Have you seen these on Twitter?
Dude, they are an art form in
Yeah,
itself.
I got a couple. Yeah, I have a couple of people that on my Instagram, and every time they do a new drop, I'm like waiting on to see, what they're gonna do, man. They had this
What
one
they're gonna
dude,
come through with next.
right, yeah, it's this one dude, Tech Junkie or something like that. Let me see
Right?
what his name is on here, man. But yeah, he has some of the most off the wall, um, some of the most off the wall joints out there, man. It's so good, right? And
Like how much time has to go into that?
oh my God,
You know what I mean?
yo,
How
look,
much time?
have you tried to set up?
Yeah,
And
I've
before the
tried.
update, yeah, have you tried before the update, before they started doing the outlining?
Oh no, no, no. I think I
Okay,
was in.
okay, so
I
they
was in when that was a thing.
okay, so they did. So now when you touch your um NFTs, they have like this blue outline on them. So
Mm,
there was a new update that since they did that, it's easier to touch them and move them around. But before that, oh my God, yo, it was, and I
nightmare.
had it on. Yo, what? Oh my goodness, you're like I literally had to walk around the other side of the room to get on the back side of one of my collectibles to touch it so that
To
because it was
shift
so
it.
close to something, right? It was so close to another one that it if I'm touching on the actual unicorn or wherever it was, and something across the room would get lit up, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't want to, light that one up, man. But like now, like it's a lot easier. But even still, I tried to do one of the pictures. I was like, oh, okay, because everybody started doing the picture. Whoever did that first was a genius, man. They started doing the picture as the floor and the ceiling. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
So
I got to
good.
do that.
So
Man, so
good.
I go in there. You know how hard it is to match it up and have to lean it and line it up and then
Get it
resize it
just
and
to get it
oh
just
my
right.
God. Yeah, I don't have no time for all of that. So I just said that I'll stop with the with the decorations until later down the road when they do it on the actual app when they come out with the new upgrade where they upgrade your new the vaults and all of that. I think they're supposed to have one big upgrade when they drop the new app out, and it's supposed to be a lot easier then. But like right now, I'm
Oh,
not touching any
do you
kind of
know?
decorations.
Do, do you know when that's happening? The next big? Is there like a big rollout set for?
Yeah, I don't know,
Obviously we
man.
don't have any dates, but
Yeah,
um, You know.
I would think within the next couple of months or so. I don't know how much they're gonna move leading up to Comic-Con, because that's kind of like I guess like a big deal, and I'm pretty sure they already have lined out what they're gonna do leading up to Comic-Con, and then maybe after Comic-Con, maybe we'll see it sometime soon. But they got a lot of stuff that's supposed to be lined up to drop over the next couple of months from what they're speaking about in the AMAs. If you've been jumping in on those,
Yeah, I listened to the whole
yeah,
one. Was it last night?
yeah,
The 2.5 hour
yeah.
one? I
Oh
listened
yeah,
to
that was a dope, man. Yeah,
the whole
K is
thing.
a yeah, K is funny, man. But
Oh, how
it's
good was
yeah,
the
it's a
start?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and he had some good questions, man. Like you didn't even realize, and I'm like, man, I've been sitting here for 2 hours entertained by
Didn't feel
this
like it at all.
back and forth. Yeah, it didn't feel like it at all. So shout out to K for
Oh,
doing that for 2 hours long, man. Good gracious.
100%. Hundred
And then you
percent.
got
And he felt really
right,
engaged though the whole time. Like it
yeah,
didn't feel
yeah,
like it like lagged or anything. It was so I felt
right,
so engaged. You know.
yeah. That's good, man. Because the good thing about VeVe and everybody is that you have that connection with the the CEO and the COO and the guy that's head over, I'm pretty sure Reese will move up. I think like he's head over like the social media and all of that, but it seems like he's doing a lot more than that though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
definitely.
when they're engaged and understand the importance of that community unity, then
Community
the
unity.
community, yeah, yeah, right. I know, right? Yeah, coin that. We
Community
coining
unity.
that.
Coined it.
Yeah, yeah,
Coined it here.
yeah.
Heard it here first, dude.
So you heard it here first. Yeah. So when they're putting this big emphasis on it, because the way I see it now is social media is gonna be the driving force for a lot of projects out there, and they understand it.
Mm,
Collecting is a community space thing anyway. And gaming is all about the community. Xbox, PlayStation, PC gaming community. They all have their own communities, and for
oh,
them to right for them to focus on that from the gate and be engaged with their personal community, they're creating. It's just like a trickle down effect. You know what I mean? Like if the
mm,
if the head and the top is acting a certain way, then everybody else up under it kind of like follows the leader mentality type of thing. And
definitely.
we got out there, like, I know it's a lot of great communities out there, man, but I think Ecomi's community is bar none the number one community out there. Like as far as how you guys all interact with each other as content creators, and when you're it's like I I I I the last time I felt like this, I guess is the first time that I went to Disney World. If you've
Mm.
ever if you've ever been to Disney World, and I had just graduated high school, my family took a big trip. It was, like 50 of us out at Disney World. And so we always did stuff as a big family, camping trips and all of this stuff,
Oh,
right?
amazing, amazing.
So yeah, I know, right? It's amazing. But when we drove into Disney World in Florida, there's this big road. It's just almost like this magical environment just takes over you. Once you get into Disney World, all the gas stations we stopped at, everybody was just mentally, they was just different.
Mm,
Um, the staff, it's the same kind of hotel, but the staff is just different. Everything is welcoming and about
vibing.
enjoying yourself and building this, yeah, this dream that you are, and they do a fantastic job with that. Um, and I did a part with my company, speaking in front of my company, and and it was on customer service, and I had related it back to Disney World because like they are the top. If you go look, I guarantee you, if you go Google Disney World customer service, they probably got some of the best in the world. And they've
Mm,
created this like magical environment to where once you step inside of their world, now you're in dreamland.
like
And
transported.
right, exactly. So when you leave out of there and you get back to the real world outside of that Disney World bubble, you instantly you feel it. You're like, oh, okay, I'm out of Disney World now. Dream's over. But like within
Back
VeVe,
to
when you
reality.
go in right back to reality, but when you go on Twitter and or you go into the Discord for the most part, Telegram and Discords and dealing with people of like mind that you know love this project the same way that we all do. It's all like just one unison, and it's just a very neat thing to be a part of. That's how I feel anyway.
100. Agree 1000%. And it is. I put a tweet out the other day just being like, it's like you kind of have to pinch yourself a wee bit because I'm like, is
Right,
this
right,
actually, is this? I've gone from not knowing anything to knowing as much as I do because of the community for no other reason. They
right.
they were the ones to really put out their hand and be like, this is willingly giving up all of this amazing info and sharing their experience and then all of us coming together and congregating
Yeah,
around this idea. Um,
yeah,
I think what's
yes, and
really interesting is that, like Kay said it last night, and I've heard another good few uh, sort of more crypto, just general crypto YouTubers say that they've been
uh-huh.
in this space for a long time and they have never come across like a community that's so engaged and so so creative and so varied and
Yeah, yeah,
there's so many different factions to this group of people. Uh, but yeah, it's epic. It's pretty
yeah.
epic.
It is. It is, man. It is. And like I say, it's something that starts off at the beginning with everybody, man. And I think it's kind of taken everybody by surprise. And um I don't know if a lot of people really are able to enjoy it fully because I heard you mention it to Claire on y'all's last stream that it's kind of scary to get used to this feeling because it's
Yeah.
too good to be true. And we've
Yeah.
always been told that, if it feels too good to be true, it probably is.
Mm,
But I'm cool with the disappointment if it's not too good to be true because the feeling of believing that this is true, going through that ride, it'll trump any disappointment on the back end while I'm living through this enjoy time right now. The drops and the news and the
yes.
community and you got all of these things,
True.
man. And
True.
it's like, man, like, sometimes people just need to leave. And maybe it's because mentally I have so COVID has done a number on everybody,
Mm,
you know. So I'm a very, very big on family, and we're always visiting and having events with family members, and I have a humongous family. And with this COVID thing, and my wife being such a health nut that she is, and us having three little kids, so she's very conscious about this whole situation. So for the
mm.
past 2 years, our house has pretty much been on lockdown. You know what I mean? We moved my sister and her kids in with us, and so to our kids, it's like summer vacation for 2 straight years. You know what I mean? They're
All
enjoying it. They
together
don't
as
even,
well,
yeah,
just in the
yeah. They
one
haven't
house.
missed a beat,
Amazing.
right? but we're so used to going and visiting her parents and going out here and engaging there. And I think a lot of people are kind of in the same situation as well and not even understand it. So they've reached out more to these social platforms to fill that void of that. Since this VeVe, I've created a Facebook, I've created a Instagram and a Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really, like I say, man, I'm not really like a social guy. Very social when you sit down beside me at the bar. I'll talk to a wall and have a conversation just because I love to talk. But because my family has always been so big, I've never really had to go outside of that for friendship.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my friend circle that are not related to me is very, very small, but it's growing with this community here, and it's almost like, all right, at what point do I start to call y'all actual friends? You know what I'm saying? Because I talk to you every single day. We
I
talk,
know.
we share the same interests, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
it's
but,
it is.
but
It's
yeah, so I'm old school, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, yeah, I just made a friend on Instagram, but,
yeah, totally,
but
totally. It is. It's a weird concept.
yeah,
Um,
for old people, you know what I mean. The younger
no,
people, this is
no,
going to be the future.
but still,
Yeah,
but I feel like it's getting harder for young people to, meet people in in real life
in
and like,
person.
in
Right,
person and like
right, yeah,
make, you know, making real friends when you're older is much more difficult, than when you're younger.
yeah,
So I think maybe social media gives sort of bridges that gap a little bit for people. Um,
right, right.
Sort of, I don't know, helps it makes it easier to reach out, I don't know, to one another, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's
But
amazing.
yeah.
And what Vivi does slides right in the middle of all of that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I'm excited for. That's why I really want them to kind of have something, which I know they will, because they they're always 20 steps ahead of us and what we're thinking about, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
having something a little better in the app to where I can go to your name
Mm-hmm.
and actually go inside your vault, because then I get a little more a personality on you as a person, and I can kind of just go through my friends list. You know how many hours I waste on my phone just going through my friends list, invading y'all vaults, and walking around trying to see what's going on in your vaults. Like everybody,
That's a
like,
good,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
that's a good way to see. I guess, people, you can choose to, put it up on your profile, like how many collectibles you have, or, you can see the number, but you don't know which ones everybody owns. So I guess that's a good
Right.
way to get in and see, what everybody actually owns. Didn't think of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
So that'll
smart.
be good. And then you can kind of leave a message, like just have like a message board at the door or something, to where you
Oh
can go on
yeah,
and just type in, "Hey, Khaki, Crypto Khaki was here.
was
Orange
here.
Bag Lady was here." Right, exactly. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
or like, oh yeah,
And
like a wee, you can like draw it or something, or like put your
right,
signature
right.
or something like that.
Anything, man. Yeah, anything like that. That'll be dope. Like,
That
oh,
would be
they
cool.
could do the signature. Oh, what's going on, Miguel? I didn't even know so much coming down the
Yes,
pipeline. You
sorry,
right,
I'm
bro.
sorry. We're talking over you guys. Miguel, what's happening, bro?
You're right, man. So yeah, I don't have any way of knowing who's actually in the chat or anything
Oh,
like that. But what's up,
yes,
guys,
it's
man? If
me.
y'all
Sorry.
feel inclined to come up, please do. Please do,
Yes,
man. Yeah.
yes, for
Yeah, I'm sure
sure.
Bag Lady don't mind, man. The more the merrier.
Hundred
But
percent.
but but yeah, that'll be dope. Like if they allow you to come in and like have so getting into like the art thing, come in and have someone, tag one of your walls. You know what I'm saying? Just like have a wall where somebody comes in and tag it. Like I know all of this stuff is long, long ways away, but I would love to have something like that, man. Like I think the
Dude,
art is gonna be crazy in the future, and what VeVe can do with all of that. So I'm excited
definitely
with it.
100%. And I think that's a good segue into just the sort of general conversation on the art side of what
Right.
VeVe's offered so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, the artists that we have currently, and is the new guy confirmed that we were talking about? Is he out
The
there, or
musician,
no?
the
No,
music. Oh,
the
Steve.
artist.
Cossack.
Yeah. Is that outed? Is
I
that?
I hope so because he's out tweeting that he's dropping on the 1st of July. So I think that's Thursday, right?
Oh, so
Yeah.
no way. He's tweeted about it.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
following him. Yeah, he tweeted about it. And Chef
okay, okay.
Dizzy, shout out Chef Dizzy, had retweeted something else with him too. I think it's supposed to be like, and don't quote me on this, but from what I heard, I think it's going to be like 6 rabbits are dropping Thursday, I think. And he tagged, so Chef Dizzy had mentioned it, and then he tagged um, or maybe it wasn't Chef Dizzy, because I was scrolling through Twitter like, okay, that's dope, but I saw something where he actually replied that it was dropping on July 1st, and then
Okay.
again he also replied to another tweet and said, "Gotta catch them all." So I'm assuming that it's gonna be 6 either Thursday or 6 total when he dropped 2 Thursday or something like that. But I've looked at his art a little bit, and a lot of his pieces are with the rabbit. But I mean, he has some funky art, like
Really
um
cool.
some
Really cool.
some yeah, right, where some pieces are kind of like ripped off the paper and it shows like the skeleton up under it. And
Mm,
like everybody has like their own calling card of art, and that's kind of like his. So I'm interested to see some of his 2D art as well, and will definitely be in the front of the line to try to fight through
yeah.
everybody to grab one of those pieces.
So Kozak is this. Wait, what date is it? So I can like just get my head right. What date are we on now?
Today is like the 27th. I don't.
Okay,
Yeah, I
it's
think it's, well, it's
20,
probably the 28th. The 28th
20th.
where you're
No,
at.
it's definitely the
Yeah,
20th now. Okay, so that's oh, this Thursday.
yeah,
Ooh,
that's Thursday. Yeah, so it
can't
all
wait.
lines up. You know what I'm saying? It all lines up. And he was one of the guys who broke his drop before VeVe did, which is
I
kind of dope.
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was he the
yeah.
guy that they were disputing the art in the background? Do you remember
No,
there
no,
was
no, no,
that?
no,
Was that someone
no. He
else?
he it was someone else,
Okay.
and he definitely does some amazing art. His style is like a lot of his pieces is like melting away. Even
Mm.
in his 2D art, that 2D art that Cryptomaniac had deciphered, I think that was him. That or no, 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 it was another guy. Was it Khaki Gagin that did that? I don't know. Somebody did. I was in Discord when they did it. It was like, yo, look at this. Look what I found. And they went and did some Google pixelization. They're gonna find it, man. And these dudes do some crazy stuff on the computers. And they pulled the picture up and they matched it up with the video from David Yu. And so I had, even in that picture, it's like Bart Simpson with his face kind of like melting away. And
So
he
good.
has these amazing Mickey Mouse um, art pieces, these 3D sculptures. And he's
Okay.
dropped some 3D NFTs before already. They're hot. They're hot. He is a very, very renowned artist. So
Very sought after.
yeah, I
And
don't
do you
think.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I don't think he will be opposed to being on VeVe once he sees Ron English, Steve Cossack, and whoever else is lined up on VeVe. I think he will want to at some point be a part of the artist alley, because I think that's really a underrated portion that VeVe is
Hugely,
gonna
hugely,
take
guys.
advantage of. Yeah.
Like
So
I I did a wee bit of research into Kozak, and
uh-huh.
some of the so he's big into uh, designing like pop rock posters, like
Okay.
infamous rock posters that you would obviously have on your walls or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
And some of the bands, right, some of the bands that he has worked with include Nirvana, Pearl
Yeah.
Jam,
Oh,
Soundgarden,
okay,
Stone Temple,
okay,
Stone Temple Pilots, Red Hot Chili Peppers,
okay.
Melvins, The Offsprings, Butthole Surfers, and Helmet. So they are some pretty big names. Oh, oh, we've lost you. Oh, you're breaking up. Oh no, you're breaking up. Big reveal. We're breaking up. No way. Hello, dude. Are you there? I can't hear you. Oh no, he's breaking up. I can't hear you, bud. Oh no, what's happening? Oh god, I gotta message him. But yeah, sorry guys. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Okay, he'll maybe come back. Hi guys. Sorry. Yeah, so I'll bring him back in a wee sec. But yeah, so these are some of the freaking bands that he has worked with. I'll go through them again because the first one when I saw them I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. He's back. Is he back? And we're
I
back.
know.
And we're back?
Okay.
Are we back? Oh no. You're skipping again, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. So this is the thing, right? So between my kids and my sister kids, there's probably about 11 devices on Wi-Fi. So I just turned my Wi-Fi off. So hopefully we're good now. But
Got you.
yeah,
Don't
they got
worry
the
about it, dude.
Wi-Fi on lockdown right now. so, so
I
yeah,
totally
so hopefully.
understand. I
All
totally
right.
understand, dude. Don't
Okay.
worry about that.
No, you're good. Sorry about that. So,
No, you're grand. You're grand. But well,
all
like, did you get all of that? Where did I lose you?
right. Well, we went through all of the Nirvana, and I was saying that those are like Hall of Fame names that he's working with. So I think
Yeah,
that's where we started to drop out at right there.
that's crazy. Yeah, they're like Nirvana, like
Right. Red Hot
they're
Chili Peppers, yeah. Those are all
Dave
guys that was
Grohl, Dave
right, Pearl
Grohl,
Jam, right.
Pearl
It,
Jam. Like,
and
what
the
the
thing,
hell?
yeah, and the thing about artists, art and music, there's a very thin line and difference in the
Mm,
purpose of art and music. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
uh, with also I don't, in one of the chats, I know you saw the thread where Ron English mentioned that he was dropping a collab with Steve Aoki on VeVe, which is
Mhm.
huge news for me because for me, because I love hip hop,
Amen.
and just just music in general because it's a very emotional thing. The same way art is. A lot of art collectors collect art for the same reason we all listen to music. And everybody has their own different taste in art and music, but I think art and music go very well together and are closely
Absolutely.
connected. So a lot of these artists that are um, doing cover art for musicians and stuff like that, that's a big thing because the album cover is what's telling the story of the album. And it's really two artists. They call musicians artists anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because it
absolutely.
is an
It's a
art. So
marriage. It's a marriage between the two.
I have no idea what Ron English and Steve will be doing, but it has to be music related, and maybe that's the first musical piece that we get on VeVe, which is going to blow the tops off
It's
a
gonna be
lot.
mental.
Man, are you
It's gonna be
crazy?
mental.
Yes.
Well,
So
that'll be like the first Would it be a music NFT then? Is
I
that what
don't
they're gonna
know.
make? Like
I don't know.
attaching is that like a that's like another realm
Yeah.
again. It's like
Right.
another
Yeah.
layer.
Another layer. Yeah. And then, so by the end of the year, you're gonna have about 50 layers on this VV sandwich.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard for people to consume it. You know what I mean? So, and I just see VV just stacking and stacking and stacking. Music NFTs would be great. Exactly, VV Vault.
Yes,
Exactly, man. And
maybe
and
bot.
and they have hinted at it in videos, in the beginning of the year before Vivi even took off, being able to walk in and hit a radio that you purchased for your Vivi room. This is what Dan was saying, maybe he put it out there, maybe he wasn't nothing definitive, but he was like, that's their view, that's their vision, be able to come into somebody's vault and hit their radio and listen to their music while you're walking around their vault. Like, oh my God, man. And
What tune would you have if you could pick a tune? What one would it be?
um out of any music,
Any, yeah, yeah, just the
uh
first one that kind of comes to your mind.
Wu-Tang Triumph. Like, so I was a
Unreal,
huge Wu-Tang
unreal
fan,
choice,
and
dude.
yeah, huge Wu-Tang fan, man. And I don't know, that's one of those songs, or the entire album of The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. You know what I mean? These are albums that when I was in high school were and this is like the height of my life when I thought I was getting it, doing it. Like, the whole world's ahead of you. Before the world jumps on your back and lets you know, like, look, this is real. You better, what I'm saying, get out of that fairy tale land that you're in right now. But like, those are the albums that
Mm,
were like, oh man, I'm had my first vehicle and I'm rolling, pumping all of this music. So I would put something nostalgic like that.
yes,
So every time I walk
100%.
right, so every time I walk into my vault, like, I'm getting this amazing feeling of, me and my prime. Like, shout out Johnny Dunn, me and my prime. I love that song too. That's a amazing song that he did too. But
Oh,
um
Johnny Dunn. And
yeah,
is it
yeah.
with non-fungible wonderful as well?
No, no, no. This is something he was doing music before he
Oh,
did Non-Fungible Wonderful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go check
class.
him out, man. So yeah, he
Oh, I
he
thought
had
they
it.
only had the BB tracks.
Yeah, nah. Johnny Dunn was doing music a while before that, man, and had some one of his songs. That song that I'm talking about right there was like on a big sports show. They was playing
Shut
it, and
up.
and one of the athletes was like, "Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. That joint go hard." So yeah, Johnny Dunn
Holy,
he's been doing
holy
it
shit.
for a minute. He kind of fell back on it and started doing some
Wow.
other stuff, but I think this
Yeah.
non-fungible has sparked this little fire back up under him, which is beautiful, because then that's more art for us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
And is this not the like? Is this not the like the community and the environment to lift you up in that situation? If you have music, if
right,
you
right,
have art, if you have,
all
if
of
you
that.
have all of
Yeah,
this stuff where we all want to see it and we all want to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
it and we all want to
yeah.
experience it, together.
Yeah.
It's
Look
so
look at
sick.
yeah, look at Khaki Gagin. You know what I'm saying? I liked him anyway because his name was Khaki. It's spelt a little different, but I was like,
Yeah,
ah,
that's
yeah, I
right.
rock with this dude. He's an OG in Discord too, so he's been in Discord
Oh,
since the
serious?
beginning too. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know he did art for a while, and then I started seeing all of these paintings and stuff pop up of you guys, man. And the one he did with you is just, I said, dang, he did that joint quick too, because he got the marble emblem
Oh
on your
yeah, I
dress and stuff. Like, so
didn't
this was
even
like,
think.
yeah, this was like right after the Marvel announcement, because he would have never did that if the Marvel wasn't, you know what I'm saying, wasn't announced over it. So he's
Holy
just up there,
fuck.
hit it, and the
Holy
one he The one
Fuck.
he did with VeVe Vault holding up the clock and stuff. Like,
Sick. It's
yeah,
so sick
yeah,
as
straight
well.
up. And
Oh my
but
god,
and the
they're
thing
all
is
amazing.
yeah, and then he was in the Discord saying like, man, I didn't I bought the
Hey,
good,
Paul,
yeah, straight up, yeah. I got all y'all, man. I got
what
all the
is going
content
on?
creators so far, man. Straight up. Me and Taps trade. I see
Oh
Taps
no, we
trade out
lost them.
there a lot. I
Oh,
mean, y'all got me?
oh, we're good. We're
We
good.
good?
We're back.
Okay. Yeah,
We're back.
it's probably gonna be like that because I'm in my basement too. So,
I cut out there as well, though. I don't know what that was about.
yeah,
But
so
anyway, thank you,
yeah.
BB Vault. That's
Yeah,
insane, dude.
yeah,
Thank you
support
for
is real.
supporting the community, supporting our amazing artists. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like I'm just still baffled at the fact that that happened. Like
Right, right. Yeah, I get used to it,
again,
man. Get used to it, man. Hey, look, so I told Kaki was up in the Discord, right? And he was saying, "Yeah, man, I don't think I got their likenesses right." And I was like, "Man, I think you hit everybody spot on, dead on, like just the guys, I'm assuming he watches your videos and he's just free drawing. It's not like he got a still picture of you guys. Like he's just freelancing, drawing you guys and capturing all of this. Like with the Gale,
unreal.
everybody said about the Gale, like, man, look, like that picture probably is one of my favorite ones, man. Like
I
him,
said, I
yeah.
commented, I like when I was first
So I
saw
got
the
a Johnny
gills.
Dad too. Everything sold out. Yeah,
When I first saw the gills, I
right,
had to go on and look at them, and with his glasses, and I like zoom right in to see all the details and stuff,
right.
and the way he's painted his reflection of his phone in his glasses, like in
Oh
each of the.
snap! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Each one of the jacks. Yeah, amazing, right? Yeah, good
I
shit. Right,
appreciate
exactly.
I appreciate that
Yeah, yeah.
so
And
much.
then and then everything that he's dropped so far is pretty much sold out outside of the last two that he did, which is you and Johnny Dunn, which those will be gone. Right, right. Gail, genius with the art, man. Straight up, man. So, and but the beautiful thing about this, guys, is that we're watching a young artist within the community grow with
Yes.
everything. It's very crazy.
Crayons, what's
Yeah,
happening?
yeah, yeah. Hey, look, then next time I'm gonna have to wear some red just so I don't have to get tagged on anything, man. Put on some red, put on some purple. Yeah, I rock with
I
everybody
didn't
for
even
real.
think of that. I didn't even think of that. Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
so
so I gotta
wild.
switch it up. Yeah, I gotta switch
One
it up,
love, it's
man. Like,
here. One love here,
yeah,
dude.
cause I know
Everyone's
it, I know
welcome.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
colors,
Okay.
whatever,
Yeah, for
the whole
sure, for
crack.
sure. But yeah, man. So with being able to watch him, because he's gonna be in the community for years, and
He's gonna
he's
be such
always
a
dropping.
staple.
We're gonna see his growth, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be buying something of his on VeVe. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
David and Reese and all of them, they all own. They all went and bought their own NFTs that he had, and I missed
yeah.
out on all of those. So
It was him that did them as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know that either. Yeah, he did them. He had one. I think it's one picture where it's like all of them on
They're
one
superheroes. They're
picture. Yeah,
fucking
superheroes. Yeah, and then he
superheroes
did
in
like
the picture.
individual. Yeah, so yeah, y'all, man, go check out this dude's Open Sea. It's spelled just like his name. Check out his Open Sea, man,
Check
and
them out.
support the family for sure,
One
man.
hundred percent. 100%, dude.
Right, man. NFTs are going to be great for artists and musicians. Think about what a musician can tag on an NFT. Like he can put his music out there. You can purchase his music. It cuts out the record labels and record companies. So the same way these artists are out here freelancing, you're going to see in a while when these up and coming local artists catch on to this, you're going to see that they're going to start being in tune with what an NFT is, and they're going to start putting a lot of their music out there as actual NFTs and be able to make a living off of it, because it's a lot of
Yep.
people that will never make it to mainstream because you have to look a certain way, you have to have a certain background, or you have to jump through
Preach.
a certain amount of hoops, or sell or sign a certain contract to
Yep.
lock you in to where they're making 90% and you making 10% profit. But you know,
Joke.
this the same thing with AIOZ. That's a um, this something similar to YouTube, but for within the blockchain.
Ah, yes,
Yeah, check it
yes.
out.
I
Check that
think I've
out. Like
heard of it. I think
I
I've heard of
own a couple of I be trying to everything that's big now. I try to go find it on blockchain and try to buy into the project. Figure out who has who has that market corner, and
it.
then jump on to that, and buy a few coins. And it's not I'm not a baller out here or anything like that, but
Yeah,
I just
but
get
like
a little bit here and there. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So,
And I
but
think that that's
AIOZ, yeah, check it out next time you go.
AIOZ.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then there's this other joint called Noise that I was telling Johnny Dunn about, the where you can put your music on there and load your music up on there, and kind of do it like that, and get some money off of that like that. So
They
it's
tagged
amazing.
us. They
They
tagged
did.
me. Yeah, they tagged me and Johnny and because
Jeez, bro.
New to Crypto guy
Right.
actually did an interview, I think, with one of the guys from
Okay.
Noise, if
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying that correctly.
Nice. Nice.
And then he tagged a bunch of us there
Nice.
on
Nice.
Twitter the other
It,
day. So
and this is, peep how powerful VeVe is, right? Everybody's watching VeVe. I saw on the Gale's Instagram, and so Johnny Dunn was the first one who showed me. They did a NFT of him out the blue, made a one of him. It's called, I forget what the NFT company was called. Maybe the Gale, if he's still in, can let us know what it is. But they did one of Johnny Dunn, and I just saw them do the Gale. So they're watching you guys.
what?
They're yes, man. They're watching y'all
What?
content creators because VV is so big. So,
Holy
you
shit!
know, they're using you guys as a marketing tool for their company to put, because they know how big VV is, and what VV is doing. But this is a small circuit right now, and everybody's watching everybody, and I think
Mm,
everybody's playing follow the leader with VV. So when they look at y'all's content and they reach out to you guys, and they add y'all on Twitter and all of this, man, this is like an amazing thing, man. So you may have an NFT coming out at the while, once you get your following up a little bit, man. Because I saw
my
the Gale
god!
flexing on Instagram with his, and Johnny
Oh my
had
god! I need to
his.
see
And
it.
yeah, it's crazy. It's like this little. I guess their thing is like to me it looks like Cartman off of the little fat guy off of oh, there it is,
Yes.
Gulu's. So Gulu's. Oh yeah, appreciate that the Gil. It's like this little fat version of the Gale with the three glasses, and the three
Oh,
lens glasses and everything, man. It's
ah,
so dope. I was like, oh man, they only made one of ones. But like for me, because I'm engaged with my community, and if Gulu's would have dropped like a 100 versions of this, I probably would have went over there and spent some ether, and just out of
mm,
support for our family at VV, like, yeah, cop one of your joints, because I would assume at some point that if they're using this likeness, they would have to, provide them with some kind of kickback on
mhm.
that money that they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, but yeah, so that's
very
that's
good point.
that's uh that's cool to see, man. Look at that, Johnny Dunn popping in. Yeah.
Got my bed.
Yeah. Gang.
Gang
Yeah,
gang.
man. Yeah. So okay, not so much. Oh, Fran. Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, clear it up for me, man. Y'all got all the
You
insight.
got
So
all the
Fran,
info.
yes, I'm not sure who Fran is. Maybe he's within the community too, if you can clear that up.
Oh, cool.
But
I'll
that's
go
that's
see.
crazy. Okay, did I hear Johnny? Soon as I pop in, let's go. Yeah, yeah, man. Hot topic, man. Yeah. We was talking about Johnny. We was talking about the Gulu's NFT. Um, I just saw one that they did with the Gale, and and just showing just how the community is and everything. So the Gale kind of cleared it up. I think some a Fran, whoever Fran is. Yeah, yeah. Gales look sick, right? Yeah, so it's dope, man. Crypto crayons in the house, man.
Yep, what's happening,
Yeah,
lads?
yeah, yeah. Yes, it's crazy to see all of y'all popping in like that, man. Because I sit and watch all y'all's content like that,
And we
man.
listen. I appreciate.
And
I do the same. I sit and like watch you guys all day, and then as I'm falling asleep as well. So
so let me
you
ask
know,
you:
y'all.
did you watch your do you watch your videos that you do
Mm,
previously? I
no,
know, right? It's hard,
no,
man.
I didn't. I watched the
Yeah,
first one, the very first one, and it was so awkward and woeful. I couldn't watch the rest.
yeah. Because all you're
Um,
gonna do is critique yourself. Oh, I rubbed my
yeah,
nose. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that. Oh, you know what I mean?
exactly,
But
exactly. So
yeah,
yeah, and I I'm gross, and I don't want to see any of that back. I'm good.
stop it, man. You're your worst critics. So, live with your flaws, improve on them, and keep putting out banging content, and you'll get comfortable. You'll get comfortable
Oh,
on TV. It already appears that you're comfortable in your own skin. So to even
well,
jump out here like that, you have to be. You know what I'm saying? There's not
yeah,
a lot
I
of
think
people
so.
with low self-esteem that would take this leap out here. You know what I mean? And put your face out here, and potentially, and for millions and billions to see. You
Stop!
know
No,
that
stop! 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 Stop!
no
Stop!
no pressure, no pressure. No, but you're doing good. You're doing good, man. That's why I say we'll slide through and promote you guys, and
And I appreciate having you
help
on, dude.
support as much as we
You've been
can and all of
amazing.
that.
You've been
Yeah,
amazing. Like
thank you, man.
you were on Chad's channel the other day, and
Yeah,
we all jumped onto Crypto Maniacs the other day.
yeah,
You know, so yeah, the fact that, and I really want to I'd love to like make it a thing to get people in who maybe don't have channels, who would want to come in for a chat. You know, just anybody in the community. That would be super dope. Love to get
yeah.
all like
That's
the,
amazing.
some more of the ladies in for a chat as well.
Yeah, of course.
Some of the
Of
Omi
course.
holders as well, maybe maybe both, or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think
So
that'd be
yeah,
really
so do you know any other female Yeah, appreciate that, crypto man. Crayons for sure, man. I'm trying. I don't know
yes.
how long it's gonna last, but there's a few people that I won't say no to. Chad, Pyrus was one of them. There's a couple other people. I won't throw no names out there because I don't want them to feel like it's pressure or anything like that. But I'm cool with playing the background and doing the little Twitter finger thing, man, and being active in Discord and the AMAs, and we all got voices out here, man. So
You're a staple now. Like you've been, you're an OG. You're January, like so.
yeah, I appreciate
You've
it.
been
I
here
appreciate it. Yeah,
from early days, and
yeah, yeah,
you have seen like the most development, I guess, as well out of everybody. Like you were saying about having the nightmare of trying to sort your vault and everything.
yeah.
You know,
Oh my
me
God. Yeah,
coming into the app in like March. I would never. I didn't really have to experience any of those
yeah,
things. So to get your perspective, and you just have more. You have more time with this app
right.
and with this community and with with these people, and you've seen it grow a lot more than me or a lot of the guys that only got in a wee bit
Yeah,
later. So we need people like you and people
yeah, of course.
who've been here from the start and can like
Yeah, there's a lot of us out here.
yeah. And I we need when Reese was saying about the 100 people that he spoke to on the Telegram for like
Mm,
the first 2 years, I would love to like hear from that
Yeah.
little group of investors
Right. Yeah.
because they've
Put in
obviously.
cheeks. Yeah. He's one of
Oh
them.
yeah.
He's real active on Discord. It's a couple of them that are real active on Discord that we might be able to reach out to kind of. He has some crazy stories. He
Oh
does, and
serious.
maybe we could get him to, because they all know each other. I'm gonna say,
Mm,
well, they all do know each other because they were all the 100 or 500 or however many that was leading up before the drop of the app in December,
yep.
and they got a lot of the exclusive stuff that was dropped, the Donnies and all of that. You know what I mean? Back in the
Mm,
day where where they were testing the app, so I'm sure he has some stories.
I'm
He was in
sure.
Discord saying that he was battling Dan and Reese for the low mints on the collectibles back. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
What?
Yeah, yeah. So to have guys like that come in and voice their stories
Yes.
and what they,
Yes.
if the I'm curious as to know if VeVe surpassed where they thought VeVe would be as far
Mm,
as where it's at right now. Did they think
yeah.
it would be further, or did they think it's right on, or are we, further down? And to so to get their viewpoint on them, and that'll be interesting to hear. So yeah, y'all got to get some of these guys on y'all's channels, man, and
Definitely.
pick their
Because I
brain,
think
man.
because their perspective, obviously they everyone coming in sort of now has, this expect everything's shiny and everything's, built up and everything's, looking the way it is. But
Right.
and everyone has our, those people are getting invested now and excuse me, haven't had to sort of wait for anything, haven't had to exercise much patience or,
Yeah.
with the team they've always had content to consume. But I think being an investor and getting the perspective of an investor when there wasn't
Yeah.
really, all of these people and there wasn't all of this hype and, you know, it would be really cool to see how they felt then and what they how they thought it was going to go if they had that same like buzz and excitement that we have now when they first got
Yeah.
in. That would be
Right.
super cool to find out.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You were saying something earlier about the different views of like how investors look at it. That's what also fascinates me too.
Mm,
The guys that come from the investing world over to VeVe, because they'll be looking at it from a different perspective than someone like me who's new. Even though I did a little investing in stock and stuff, all of this is really new to me. I'm an infant
mm,
in all of this. So to see someone like, Tap Trades or someone else that has been doing stocks and trading and
yeah,
investing and seeing trends and stuff, what is their thought process on how VeVe is moving, and also like how we got NFT pirates, and now we got the comic view who dropped his first video earlier today or something. So getting those kind
yes,
of
go check
guys,
them out.
right? Yeah, definitely check comic view out, man. Getting those kind of guys viewpoints on how they see it, because they're coming from a different world that's all coming and meshing together, and all of the investing VeVe, collecting VeVe, comics VeVe, music VeVe, art VeVe. You see what I'm saying? So you got all of
Yeah,
these different genres and things just coming
my God.
together within this one app. So I want to see everybody's viewpoint on everything, because
Definitely.
at the end of the day, it's all gonna you know make for great collecting. Because for me, at the end of the day, where I get the most satisfaction out of collecting and
Go.
talking collecting is being right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Explain
like
yourself.
being um and it's not, this is not like any kind of cocky way or nothing like that, but
Mm,
this is just like, I'm a big fantasy football player, right? Fantasy baseball, fantasy basketball. the reason why I love it so much is because I can sit back and, do some study on some analytics and situations of athletes and predict where I think they're gonna be by the end of the year as far as their stats and stuff is concerned. Are you
Mm.
familiar with fantasy football and sports and stuff? And so
Um,
all right, so I'll break
to
it
a
down to you.
certain degree. Yeah, yeah. Go
All right,
break it
so
down
I'll
a bit
break it
more
down
for me.
for you. So
Go.
so we're big on football, right? So what I would do in the beginning of the year, you would start off and you would select from uh, a pool of players, everybody in the NFL, offensive players, quarterbacks, your team, you select your own personal team. And based on how they perform in the regular season, week to week, you get a certain amount of points. Your team is
Ah,
matched up with
okay.
the other person's team. And if your team real stats are better than the other person's team real stats, you win for that week. And that week, you're 1-0. And that team
Okay.
has a loss. At the end of the year, they have playoffs and Super Bowl, and you win a trophy. I got a couple of trophies upstairs. Maybe I'll show them the next time from winning fantasy leagues. And
Excellent.
like so I go in and I do all of this study. I kind of fell back the last couple of years, but I do all the studying and positions and who I think will perform the best. And
Mm.
I find myself doing the same thing with VeVe. I have a whole fantasy VeVe team that I'm collecting, and I'm going in the marketplace just looking at the numbers like, yep, he's running up. Yep. Okay, I was right on that one. And like with the Javinci drop, I didn't go after the ultra rares because I thought that the rare, just off of the basis that it was the actual Javinci. I watched one of the
Mm.
videos from VV Flipper, VV Vault was both saying the same thing. So, I'll be listening to all you guys, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, he
Same.
got something there.
Same.
And then and now it's surpassed the ultra rares, and the fact that it's four pictures in one and animated, and it's a really underrated piece, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And comic view, the comic way. Oh yeah, I say comic view, my
Oh,
bad, the
comic
comic
way.
way. Yeah. Hey,
Comic
look,
way.
man.
Sorry, dude.
Telling my age, man. Remember the comic view, bro? Yeah, you don't know nothing about the comic view. That's some United
I don't
States
know.
stuff.
I don't know what you're
But
on
yeah,
about.
the comic way. So I apologize for that, man. But
Oh
yeah,
yes, Comic View is an old BT comedy show.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Gail knows.
exactly.
Gail
Yeah,
knows.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, hosted by Martin Lawrence a couple of years, and they had a couple of good hosts, man. But yeah. So what was I just talking about?
The fantasy
DraftKings
foot,
player here.
yeah,
Okay,
but the
okay, yeah,
fantasy
that is
football and
right. Fantasy football. So
you
yeah,
got
so Gail,
The
like,
VV version.
right. So maybe Gail is like the same way. Like DraftKings. So Gail, with DraftKings, you're able to do it daily. You pick your team that Sunday before they play, and then the next week you pick a different team, and really you're just betting that you are right, that more
Okay, that you
than
can predict the outcome of the
right,
season based on
right, right.
is it based on players like performance and you
Oh,
like
exactly.
do you
So
have to
so
know
it'll be
what
like
players are good at and all that kind of thing?
yes. And so
Got
like
ya.
with running backs, so I would rather get a running back that's getting the ball on first, second, and third down as opposed to a running back who's only put in to catch the ball.
Mm,
Because for every 10 yards rushing, you get 1 point. For every touchdown, you get 6 points or 4 points. For every catch, you may get 1 point. Um, so the better that guy performs in that game, the more points he'll have at the end of the game. So you're really banking on his performance, kind of like
got
how
you.
VV stuff is, man. Like you're banking on, for me, a lot of it is collecting just the whole, but I like to see that. Okay, yeah, I got some like Harley Quinn, FA Harley Quinn, like gonna surprise a lot of people, I think. And
Mm,
it's so I'm getting a lot of her, and I'm just kind of watching her price, and I think her price went up a little bit today or something like that. Because normally she's around
okay.
like 70-80 dollars, and I saw her up to like 100. She was even more than the Joker at one time. So
What?
just yeah, getting stuff like that, and then being able to sit back and be like, yeah, I knew that piece was going to be good. Like Ron English, oh
Mm,
my God, like, one of the most underrated sets out there. And
yeah,
because of the low
absolutely.
mints on everything, and I think people are just like, oh, that's just stupid serial characters, when really it's not. It's a piece on propaganda if you knew the history behind these
Exactly.
individual pieces, which his crowd will come in and set the bar on all of that. Once the artist alley is really popping off, a lot of people are going to start coming in for their own particular artists and who are knowledgeable about Ron English, because you got some
Mm,
diehard classic fans and diehard English fans. And
yeah,
once the artist
absolutely.
part starts to really popping off, I think it'll do for what Comic Con is going to do for like the DC and Marvel characters. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Yeah. So,
that'll be
but yeah,
so interesting.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be
What do
interesting
you,
to see like, and you know what else will be kind of interesting to see if that you have the same issue with. Remember, Cryptomaniac was saying that he was having a bit of trouble kind of getting the idea of like NFTs into the purist demographic of collectors. Do you
mhm.
think we're going to have the same sort of issue with
Prop with
purist artists, collectors,
I
and
don't
people who want, do you know what I
I
mean?
don't
People who
think
want like the
I
physical Kozak or the
yeah
physical English.
I don't know. I don't think I think a lot of that is going to depend on the technology. If they have like physical displays ready within the next year or so, I think
Mm,
the artists are will adapt to VeVe easier, because then they can display their art just like a hanging picture.
yeah.
Um, and I don't. To me, just the way that I'm looking at it, I don't think. I think that the artist would be an easier switch over to digital art as opposed to the physical collectors who, because when you buy a piece of art, you're not walking around with the art. You know what I'm saying? Like the art is just kind of displayed up there. Well, I guess you're not doing that with collectors either. With like collectors
Mm,
who collect comic books, because they'll drop them in sleeves, put them in a long box, and put them
and
put them out,
yeah,
put them
in a
away.
in a
You know
dark
what I'm
in like a
saying?
dark space and all that sort of thing.
Right, right.
You know,
Right. So, but I mean, it's interesting to see. I'm excited to see how all of
I'm
this is even going
pumped.
to take shape. Period. You know what I'm saying? So
Totally.
it's all speculation at this point. You know what I mean? So, but I do know it will be adopted and adapted to. So the same way music will be. I think the music changed from when Napster came in and LimeWire was a thing,
Do
and
you
you had all these
remember?
streaming things, and
Do you
yeah,
do
and
you
people,
remember? Do you remember you had to Bluetooth each other's songs? Did you used to do
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
to like
yeah, of
just send
course,
each
yeah,
other like
yeah,
songs
send it,
between
yeah,
the
yeah,
phones,
say that, yep,
and you'd
yep,
only have like space for like 20 songs or something, and you'd have to delete some to get
right,
other ones
right.
in, and yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
come
And
on.
now you got, 250 gigs worth of space on your phones and iPads and stuff, because they have to have it, because you have digitized pictures, music, stories. Just with my job, I take a lot of pictures and I write a lot of notes, and
Mm,
so you got there, the technology is finally catching up to where we can use this type of technology every day. And our company was even thinking about buying everybody Google Glasses, because they know that that's the thing in the future. They see it to where right now we're calling in tech support if we have an issue, and trying to explain to them something that in 5 years we'll have a set of head wraps with a camera on it, and they'll have theirs
mm,
back there where we link to each other, and he can sit and tell me exactly what's going on with his equipment. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I see
crazy.
it's the
But
future.
that's
The future is
dude,
going. You know what I mean?
and I'm totally on the same page. Like if you think about the Nokia, was it 3310, and like that is
Yeah,
only like 15 years ago or something. So
yeah,
if you
yeah,
jump 15, like we've come this far
yeah,
in 15 years, like what the hell is gonna happen in the
yeah.
next 15 years? If this
Exactly.
jump, you know
Yep.
what I mean? If this jump has happened,
yeah,
Like, where do we go from here? Like,
yeah. And there's a
what is it
lot of
gonna look like?
exactly. There's a lot of stocks that I'm looking to invest in to where like there's this one stock where it's banking on selling medical equipment, and it came out before the doctors were comfortable using it, and it allows a specialist doctor to perform surgery on a patient from overseas. So he'll be overseas and he'll be doing his thing over here, and there'll be a robot on the other end or a mechanical device that he's controlling where he's
Bro,
making the incisions and all of this stuff. And, you know,
dude, I saw
amazing.
that. Have you seen that was
Yeah.
in an advert? There's an
Yeah.
advert here, and they
Oh,
have
yeah.
that, but it's not surgery, but it's like I think it's for like a phone network or something. And the
Right.
guy is like sitting in the desert, and he's getting his beard shaved by a
Right.
robot, you know, and
It's crazy.
it's
Crazy.
the guy, the
Yeah.
barber is,
Right.
elsewhere, but he's like, freaking out 'cause he's getting shaved or whatever. But like,
Right. Right.
yeah, it's like remote, that's remote working to its like
Yeah.
nth
It's
degree.
mind blowing to think about. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So you
crazy.
mean to tell me they got technology out like that and I can't sit and see my NFTs with some goggles in 5 years or 3 years? Or I can't be, in the VV verses. You really mean to tell me that, Trevor? Like you expect me to believe that's not possible? You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
These dudes
Amen.
that's it's just exciting times for me and for the community.
Oh, for yeah, it's crazy, and it's crazy to like we've talked a lot past sort
Prepare
of
for my top shot moments. Uh,
class. Oh, we have a big
yeah.
comment here.
Okay.
What is this? I'm not too sure. Something they're particularly focused on, but the appraisal values, I think they should either take it away or get it updated. I
Man,
know, but spreadsheet is basically for that. Okay, thanks, John, for your
I'm
question.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I used to log in, so I have Butt Thomas's spreadsheet from eBay when the market
Mm,
was shut down, and I put in all of my NFTs, and it'll calculate if I sold all of them. Hold on 1 second.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you. Come on, girl.
Oh, get the doggies.
Yeah, I had to get my dog, man. Hold on. Come on.
Oh, let me see her.
You're gonna see her. She's gonna walk right in front of the camera.
Oh, hi. What's her name?
Sky. Come here, girl.
Sky. Hi, Sky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
she
old
is
baby.
she.
Big
Oh
big
my
girl.
God. What is she?
Yeah.
A Great Dane?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a great Dane. Yeah. Big old baby
Oh,
one. This
she's
is my dog right here.
gorgeous.
Yeah, she
Hi,
is. She's
Sky.
like a year old.
Oh,
All
she's
right,
a
come on, come
year.
on.
Oh my gosh.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, she's
Come on, go sit.
beautiful.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
I won't squeeze her.
Yeah, yeah. See. Yeah, she's
Oh,
a big baby, man. I
she's
had
a
one
big.
before. It's like my first dog. Yeah, she's a big baby. And she passed like 2 years ago. So
Oh,
it was
I'm
like when my
sorry.
daughter started walking, I'll get another dog. When she's old enough to walk and kind of move around,
Mhm.
we'll get her a puppy. But
Oh,
yeah, she's a
you got her.
love
You got
Great
her.
Danes, man.
You got her
Gentle.
a horse though. You got her a
I
horsey,
did,
your
I did. She
daughter.
rides it.
She
Yeah, she rides it. Yeah, for sure,
amazing
for sure. She'll jump right on the back and hold on to the little collar. She'll walk
class. You
around.
need
She'll
to
walk
get her a
around with her a little
saddle.
bit, but then she'll kind of shake her off. Yeah, yeah, man. Love dogs. I'm
Oh,
big animal, big
same.
nature
Oh, good.
guy. Big,
Same. Good.
yeah,
Good.
yeah, gardens and all of that too, for sure,
I
man.
know. I've
Yeah,
seen. It's
yeah.
amazing. Amazing.
What was we talking about earlier?
You were saying about the appraisal values or something
Yeah, the
about
appraisal
taking that
value. You said
away.
something about the
Oh
appraisal
wait,
value. Yeah.
can
So
you talk to the people
I
here
I
while I do a wee? Can I go to the toilet really quick? I know that's really unprofessional.
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you?
Yeah,
We've got seven
yeah,
people
for
here,
sure.
so
Not.
go ahead. Go ahead. I have
But
2 seconds.
all right, cool. Yeah. So I don't think I can see the chats. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, I can. But yeah, so with the vaults, man, I'm with you on that vault because I've looked at my vault and it gives me the prices that I've spent so far in gems, I'm assuming. And then it has like the percentage, and my percentage right now is like in the negative, so it looks as if, uh, my, I think they only do the retail value of it. So if I bought anything above retail on a secondary market, then it counts against my appraisal value. And I think he spoke about that back in in the last AMA, saying that that was something that they were going to fix because that's a big thing for me because then I can kind of get other people a little more interested and say like, yo, look, this is what I paid for it here, and this is how the percentage of ROI or return on investment that I have so far on my collection based off of the average sales that are being sold for this particular, you know, amount of collectibles. So I think that'll be amazing to have that um, part of the feature fixed because you know I want to see what the true value of what my NFTs are based off of what's being done in the marketplace right now. And I know it's going to get a little better, so I want to see how they would track that and keep up with that appraisal value once we go to immutable, and then it's
Mm.
their pieces being sold off in the open sea. And I wonder if they're able to track that as well and add that into
Oh.
your appraisal value as well. Because I think a lot of these pieces will sell more on immutable, open sea and these other platforms than they would on VeVe.
Mm.
Okay. They said
Yeah.
in the last AMA that the in-app appraisals aren't working the way they were set up to, but they plan on fixing it. Yeah, I will hope so. I don't want to look at negative 30%
Hell no.
appraisal
Hell
value.
no.
It's look like I'm hustling backwards out this right. So
No.
but
No.
but yeah, like that what if they was able to uh I don't know if I don't like if I uh, so they took away, I know they took away, or either it's a bug right now with the last update, seeing how much was spent on the collectible. Like if I go into the marketplace and I go to buy a collectible and it's let's say it's being sold for $100 and the previous buyer bought it for $40
Mm.
at retail, 39.99. Like they took away that aspect. I'm kind of cool with that because I think mentally that removes a block on some people, um, because if they saw that, let's say the flippers, right? The flippers,
Mm.
I think they benefit from it more because if let's say VV Vault goes in and buys something for $100 and it's on June 27th and it's still June 27th, but he's selling it for $180 and that's the lowest price for that particular part. Now that person that's looking at it, not me, because if it's a value to me, then I'm gonna get it. But a
Mm.
lot of people will come in and look at it and be like, "What? He got it for $180 today, and he trying to jack it up $80? No, I ain't gonna pay for that. I'm just gonna wait for it to go back down." When now nobody knows how much you paid for it, and if it's the last bottom, now you have to make that decision on yourself by yourself. Is this a value for you, as opposed to seeing that price out there, putting it in your head that nah, this ain't a value because it was just $100 earlier today. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I would like to,
Yep.
once I purchase it, to have that option of bringing up the list and where it came from and how
Yeah.
many
Who
hands
owned
it's
it?
changed
And
for this piece.
yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, like a receipt,
the
like a
prices, and yeah, so
history
that'll
receipt or
right,
something.
exactly, like a
Mm.
yeah, like a history of it. Yeah, that'll be cool. So hopefully they will implement that in one of these updates as well. As far as updates, what's something that you're looking to get updated on the app, or looking forward to changing, or something that you would like to see different on the app? Like, would like to get your viewpoint on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've sort of said a couple of times it feels like very 2005 Facebook vibes right now, like the look of everything, how everything kind of just works. And I would really love because we obviously all keep in touch on other platforms currently because it's more instant, it's faster, the comment system in VeVe is a wee bit laggy, and the notifications and stuff like that. So I think having the community side, like the feed and the notifications, having those, like having direct messaging, being able to search for people, being able to link up and sort of have more of what we have like on Telegram and what we have on Twitter and have that, but in VeVe. I think just to
Yeah,
have us all, there's so many of us and we're not able to like
yeah,
generate that. I'm sure they get like, they're able to tell, how many people are on the app at what one time or whatever, and we're all obviously jumping off to chat and then just jumping back on for drop days.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think if
yeah,
we and Discord as well, like you all have a great community there. But I think for VV to get to the point where we can all just convert, we can all come together in VV. Oh, sorry. Um, yeah, I think those updates will be really valuable. Um, yeah, because
yeah.
yeah, I just want to be spending
I
more of my
like
time
the
in
idea of
VV.
that, because
You know,
just more connectivity. Yeah,
yeah, and there's
yeah,
and there's a lot of
and,
people I can't find on Twitter, on on Telegram, on Discord. There's a lot of people I have from when I first started in March to uh, like I haven't been able to find them on any other platform. So I really want to connect with them and stay connected with them. But just because it's so
yeah,
laggy and it's a bit of a nightmare really to keep in
yeah.
touch with
Wh-
people. But
Right. Which is good that they've kind of held off on getting a a great big rush of people coming in. Everybody bought a lot of Omi up and want to see it run up and want a million subscribers to come in. But I think that would have hurt Vivi a lot more, because when you have people come in to a clunky device,
yeah,
it's they're gonna Vivi has one chance to make a first impression with a lot of these people. And that first impression is very important. So coming from somebody that does a lot of TikToking and Facebook and Instagram, where it's nice and smooth and you can interact, and they come
mm,
on VV
so
after they buy
important.
their collectibles, they don't know nothing about Discord or Telegram. I barely knew about it. So,
Same,
once they
same.
leave and put the app down, a lot of them is going to put the app down for good.
Mm.
So, that's I think
I
it's
think
good
that's
that they
user retention or something. Is that what it's called? uh, that they want to try
yeah,
and
they said
retain,
that.
like retain people in the app for, for as long as possible. I think we had a question here
Yeah.
from John Doe.
Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, John Doe, man. Good question, man. I think that it will. I think that it will, man. And it'll date back to like the mental um view on that piece of collectible. Because
Yeah,
if it's changed hands through 30 people, then you will start to think, well, this wasn't that value back in the day. But if you get something and it only had one other person or two other persons that have ever held it, I think the
yeah,
value on it will hold with a lot of people. But I don't know if it'll hold value in the marketplace unless that's something that you can see. I think it'll
mm,
hold value with us individually, to where I will want to hodl it more or hodl it more, however it's pronounced, to where it would hold more personal value with me personally. But if they have it listed on the marketplace, then cool. But look, so I'm gonna put this out here. One thing that I do think will start to hold value is the NFTs that's been held by a previous famous person or something.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I was just gonna
so
say,
I'm
Cryptomaniac brought up a very good example of like a used car. Say a used car has had 30 people, but if the car belonged to Erica Badu or Justin Bieber or the Wu Tang Clan, or if that car came from them, then that's gonna add value to the car rather than taking it away that it's a second hand car or something. So
right. So with that being said, I'm on a mission to go to every one of y'all content creators before y'all get famous and blow up. So I'm just gonna put this out there, Gail, VeVe Vault, all of y'all, man. I need to make a one-on-one trade with you guys for something. I'm even willing to go down a few mint numbers. So this is an opportunity for all of y'all to get a lower mint of a collectible. We'll do a even trade, a unicorno for a unicorno, same thing, or whatever y'all whatever y'all want to do, man. But I
you're
need to get
mad.
one from every one of you guys, man, so I can have the name on some of these collectibles, man, because
You're
they might get
mad.
auctioned off a little later in the future,
You're
man, for
mad.
real.
Well,
I'm
Sam,
dead serious.
Sam,
Yeah,
dude, Sam, you're making a
yeah.
name
Y'all
for yourself
smart.
as well.
Yeah,
You are making
yeah.
a name for
Oh,
yourself,
nah,
so
man. Yeah,
we'll have yours as well. So it's a mutual
yeah.
beneficial
There you
agreement going
go.
on here. So yeah, if everyone that would be
Yeah, there
so
you
darn,
go.
get in touch with the ToddFather and yeah, get that trade sorted.
Yeah, for
VV
sure,
Vault,
man. Hey, I'm gonna
look,
DM
look,
y'all
look.
guys, man. I'm gonna, yeah,
VV
yeah. You
Vault
in
is
definitely
in.
good. Yeah, there we go. There we
The
go.
Gale is
Yeah, let's
in.
do it. Let's do it, bro. Straight up. Yeah, yeah. We'll go through some. I'll get in y'all DMs and y'all let me know what y'all willing to put up. Just DM it to me. I can go into my stash see if I got a lower mint, and it probably won't be no sub 200 for like a 7,000 mint or nothing crazy like that. But I'll beat your mint for sure. I'll try my best, and if not, if it's something I can go out on the market and just but I kind of wanted to be something that we both purchased um, at the same time. So I don't know if y'all want to hold off
Yeah,
until later down the road. But we can do it on the next drop on the Cossack drop. Um, and because I'm down with probably getting a couple at retail on some of these too. So it don't really
yeah,
matter which one. Yeah, I just want to hold something from you guys,
yeah,
man,
something.
before y'all get too big. You know what I mean? I can show it off, like we try to think outside the box, man. This is gonna be a lot of different ways of trading and gaining value on your collectibles. So and then it'll be fun. It'll be a fun thing to do. You know what I mean?
It's a good. I think it's sort of solidifies this fam this famship that we
Yeah,
have in this
yeah,
time.
yeah. Straight up.
This pivotal kind of time in the company's history, I guess you could say that. That we're
Yeah,
all a part
yeah.
of now, and it's
Awesome.
it's absolutely insane. But
Yeah, yeah.
I, yeah, dude, the time. Oh my lord, it is 4:38 in the morning. So, dog.
Let's just wrap it
So
up. We got to start these a little earlier. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know I try. I
Yeah.
know I try to kind of cater to you guys, and I kind of, cause I know you got work and everything, and I don't have work, so I'm kind of fitting myself around y'all. Your time frame. So, and I'm totally happy to do that, and I
Yeah. That's it.
appreciate you coming. I appreciate you coming
Awesome.
on, brother, so much. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, man. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
I
for having
appreciate
me.
you.
It's always good to get in talk for an hour and 24 minutes now about VV, because I will probably be sitting in Discord or on Twitter doing the same exact thing right now, which is what I'm probably gonna go right back to doing.
Probably
This thing has
same.
consumed me. Like I do
Dude,
this all day.
it. I
Yeah,
don't
my wife
listen.
was
I
like, "Yeah,
don't
VeVe
go.
again, NFTs."
Same. I don't go on. I go on YouTube obviously, but there's no TV anymore. No freaking news. No TV series. Is no TikTok. No nada. It's literally been. And I want to get you on again because obviously we're VV fam through and through. But there's lots of other amazing things out there that I'd love to pick your brain on and other things that you've
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
looked
Yeah,
into
I'm
and
down.
other crypto projects because VV we know VV is going to be the shit. But
Yeah,
competition is healthy and it's good and it's
exactly. Yeah,
you know a business, that we're a big world and there's lots of space for other things to come through. So I would love to talk to you about
yeah.
some of those things.
Just reach out to me, man. That goes for
Sure.
anybody out there. I'm very approachable and very social within the
Very, very.
community now. So, definitely just hit the DMs if you ever want to conversate over anything, whether it's Twitter, Instagram. I got a couple of people that I talk to daily about VV. So, you know what I'm saying? It's you don't feel like you're in you know, encroaching on my space or time or anything like that. So yeah, thanks,
Thank
Gail,
you,
man. Appreciate it, man.
Gail. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
We have 8 people in here still, and I think we've had 8 from the start.
Awesome.
So I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
every last
good.
one
That's
of you
good. I
guys.
appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, please
This has been
subscribe to her,
fab.
man, and support her. Yeah, tell everybody about her. She's doing some big things out here, and going out on the limb as a female, and from what I see, it looks like she's about to corner the art and music area of VV, which is good because we need someone out there that is speaking and bringing us a little bit more in depth views on the artist and the music, and because this is something that I think is going to take off with that. So we look forward to your content, Orange Bag Lady, for sure.
I appreciate
Thank
you,
you for
brother.
having me.
I appreciate you. Right, you just stay right there. I'm
Yes,
gonna end the
yes.
broadcast, but you just
Thank
chill
you.
there for a wee sec. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for
Okay.
watching.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. Oh Jesus, I keep hitting you. Sorry. Um, I'm gonna attempt to make a video. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but yeah, we'll see. And like
Okay.
the Todd father says, I would love to really, because we have all of our brothers, you know, covering the crypto and covering the collecting sides, and uh, like the Todd father says, I would love to do like a deep dive into all of the artists that we have coming into VV and that are already in VV. I think that would be phenomenal. Uh, yeah, so I'd really love to take that on. That would
Yeah,
be amazing.
definitely.
So yeah, so thank you. Oh, we have
Awesome.
Marcy.
Good job.
How's it going, girl?
Hey,
Thanks. Oh, we're
Mars.
dropping out now, but please
Yeah.
watch the video back. Yeah, thank you so much
Rewatch.
for
Yeah, definitely.
please. Yeah, that would be great. And we'll be doing this, and I'm gonna get more of the community on for sure. So yeah, thank you guys. We're gonna head out. Gotta go to bed. It's too late now, though.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, bud. See you later,
All right.
guys.
Later.
Bye.